Hi, today I'd like to go over a few things. I get different emails and different questions. People ask me what kind of tools do I use and how to use them. So today, and I also get emails where people that tell me to try to focus on and show up close so you can get a better point of view of what I'm doing. Today I have an opportunity to do all that. I have a 6.0 used engine I'm installing for a customer, and before we install it I want to replace the reseal it, at least the crank seals, because they're common known to leak. So here's my opportunity to show on the engine an up close do, and also on some of the tools that's required and what I do. Over the years I had a front crank seal installer, and it's got damaged from loaning it out, people abusing it, so I had to start looking for a new one, a replacement one. And I went online and I started doing different searches here, and I came across Freedom Racing Tools. It's a website here. They're one of the distributors of them. They sell Stallion tools. Stallion's a manufacturer of it. And so I went ahead and ordered them just to see what type of tools they have, and because the prices are really good. I got on there. This thing, I think it lists for $169 on there. They use, they claim it's all made in USA. The bearing stamped on there. And I'm looking at the product, and it's actually a really good product. And here I can show you an opportunity of showing the two side by side. Here's the OTC, even though it's abused, and here's theirs. It's basically the same thing at a lot better price, and it's good quality. But let me go ahead and show you how to use it and how it works, and let you make your own opinion here. Now that I have the cranks all cleaned up, I'm ready to install the tool. If you notice, there's a place here on the tool that aligns with the crankshaft, with the dowel on the crankshaft. So we'll go ahead, and usually what I do is I'll just take my bolt and stick it. I realize I'm just right to the side of the bolt, so I'll stick it in there and put it in there. I just draw the tool down snug it and then back it off just a little bit. I do it that way for the variations that may be in the tool and the crankshaft, the bolts and everything else. It's always going to be a little bit, so I just draw it down and I back it off. Now once I have the seal, the two things I like to mention: that you need to use Loctite to seal the ring. It helps to hold it into place, and it also helps to seal any imperfections. So we're going to use the Loctite on it. Another thing I like to mention is you can purchase the seals along with the tool from the same website that I bought the tool from the shop, freedomracings.com. They have the seals just to make it convenient when you're buying the tool. If you need the seal, then go ahead and grab it at the same time. So now I'll take the seal, I'll put it on, get it started. Draw it down till I feel the resistance, back it off. You want to inspect the tool just for longevity. Make sure that none of the Loctite got transferred over to it. Clean it off. And here, just clean them off and get all the Loctite off it so it doesn't have a lot of buildup on it. As you can see, it installs it perfect depth, pushes the wear ring on, and then now we have a nice seal. Okay, now it's time to install the rear seal. Again, just to show you a comparison, here's the OTC one that I had, and then here's the one from Stallion Tools that I purchased from the Freedom Racing. If we compare side by side, you can see they appear to be the same quality. They're both pretty good. This is the part that goes on the block. here's the part that goes on that we're going to use to press it on. It's basically the same thing, but a lot better price. It's good quality stuff. Now to mention the rear main seal. A few things you want to look for. If you have the old style rear main seal and it had a wear ring, you will need to remove the wear ring on the back. If you need to do that, then there's a tool that's used just to remove the wear ring. That's also available through Stallion tools. You'd have to use this, grip the wear ring, and pull it off. But this one's already been removed. I just wanted to mention this. In case you had the wear ring on there and you're wondering what's up, so that now you're aware of it and know what to do with that if you come up with that problem. Back to the seal. This is the updated seal. If you have this seal, it's a lot better seal. I wouldn't suggest using the old style that looks similar to the front crank seal. I don't even see them any longer. If you get the opportunity, or if you have it, make sure you get the updated seal. A few things I like to mention. The 6.0 and the 6.4, it takes the same style, same seal, and same tool to install them. If you get the new style seal, it'll also come with this adapter. Now this adapter is, because again, this tool is made to either put on the old style or the new style. So if you get the new style seal, it'll come with this sleeve, with this part here that you want to install to make your mating surface level for the new style seal. So anyhow, on this one, it already comes with the Loctite already installed. You don't have to do it. Just make sure your mating surface is clean. And the same way here, we have the alignment dowel, the alignment pin that we had to mate up on here. Same principle, just snug it up. I usually like to back it off a little bit, just so I know it's drawn down even, but yet it can still move if needed. So take the seal, slide it over, put on the bearing, and just want to inspect. Just look at it, make sure it's all flush. It seems like it's drawn down even, no imperfections on there. It's pretty good install there. Now with this tool and putting it on correctly, we should have years of trouble-free driving with no leaks. Okay, a few things I'd like to go over. Again, if the crank seal was previously, a repair was done previously to it, you may have the wear ring already installed on the crank. If that's the case, you'll need to also purchase or rent. That's something I should mention too. The shopfreedomracing.com, they also have a rental program. So if you're looking for the tools as a one-time use, you're just doing it yourself at home and you come across this, you should contact them for the seals and for the tools. And with the rental program, you're not out the expense of having to buy them all at once. But again, if it has the wear ring installed on it from a previous repair, you will need to also purchase or rent this tool. This tool, what it does when this is on the crank, you'll use this right here. It'll go on over there. There's a sleeve to keep it all together, and it tightens and pushes against the crank, and it pulls the sleeve off. Same principle for the rear main seal. You will need to use that. Guys have used heat, or I've seen them split them with heat, or just cutting down them. They'll grind through them and then at the very end crack them open. If you don't have this tool, yes, of course you can do that. Just be careful not to gouge the crank, because then you've just opened a pathway for the oil to seep out. Another thing I'd like to highlight on or go over This is from loaning my tool out. This is again being the original OTC. This one being the one from Stallion Tools that I purchased. If people use an impact on them and they drive them, they over tighten them because they let the impact rattle on them, it'll strip the bolts out. Got the same result on my 6.4 threads and on my 6.0 threads. These have been cut down because I eventually had to start using it as a driver instead of as pressing it on. I would just use this as a guide and press it on when people using an impact and damaging it. So if you want years of trouble-free life, or if you rented the tool, don't use an impact. It does go on easily by hand. Only you're saving maybe 30 seconds, but you're damaging a tool that costs hundreds of dollars. So again, do it by hand. Make sure you use the Loctite on the front. If you have the updated rear one, you no longer need the Loctite.